Hi, Angela. Welcome back. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Um, so just to start off, just a reminder, anything that we share is confidential and will remain between us unless it poses a risk to yourself or anyone else, okay?
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. So to start, I just wanted to do a check-in. How was your week since the last time I saw you?
It's been going good. Still a little stressful, but everything's been going pretty good. Since our last session, I just kind of been trying to manage my anxiety and stress levels and making sure I'm doing a little bit more self-care than I was beforehand.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Tell me a little bit what managing your anxiety looks like for the past week.
So since it's been nice out, I've kind of been walking more, kind of getting just to spend more time with people who I didn't get to spend time with originally, just because I didn't have a lot of contact with them. So it's just kind of trying to get relationships back that were very beneficial to me before and just kind of working with those people, like not working with those people, but kind of working on a relationship with those people again. Um, because I didn't really have one with them because of the relationship I was in. So I guess just kind of making sure that I'm prioritizing good relationships over the unhealthy ones.
Good. That's good to hear. And has there been any communication with your ex in the past week?
Nope, nope. We're kind of a full. It's been kind of no contact since everything kind of happened. So that's been kind of nice and kind of distressing a little bit that um he hasn't tried to reach out at all, which is nice because that kind of relieves some of the stress of having that. Like, is he gonna reach out? Is he gonna come by? Like that stress and everything. But ever since everything kind of went down, he hasn't really tried. So that's been kind of nice this week.
Good, good. I know that that was one of your concerns about running into him and what that would look like and things like that. So I'm glad to hear that. So today I'd like to focus on kind of really diving into some of your anxiety symptoms. Um, and so I just needed to collect some more information if that was okay.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay. So the last time we met, you said your anxiety was at a 5. So out of a scale from 1 to 10, you said it was a 5, kind of in the middle. How would you rate that today?
Today probably a two. Just like
Okay.
normal everyday anxiety. Not any like no panic attacks, no having to separate myself from situations. So just kind of like a two would probably be the best way to say it.
Great. And then what about your depression?
Um, Probably the same, about a two. Since I've started the new relationships with people again, that's kind of helped with depression and everything. Kind of making sure that I'm prioritizing myself too, which with the self care stuff has been really nice. And just overall, I think my depression has stopped also because it's nice out, so I can get outside more, which is also
Yeah,
very nice. But yeah, my depression and my anxiety levels have been pretty good for the past week or so, just because of um, just trying to get out there, get outside, start relationships back up with other people again. More support, it feels like not having any
awesome.
contact with him, which is nice.
Awesome. So it sounds like in 1 week you've made some progress. You're reaching out. You're facilitating a coping skill. It sounds like being outdoors sounds like it's very beneficial for you. So that's great. Um, and just to clarify, how long has it been since your breakup?
I don't know the exact time frame, but it's been a not a long time, but maybe like a few months, I would say.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, so the next thing that I would like to do with you is just go over an assessment. And it really gives us an idea of what type of anxiety symptoms you may be experiencing and the intensity of those symptoms, if that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and they are rated from a 0 to a 4, 0 being never, and 4 being all the time. So I'll walk you through the different options, and then you just give me a number on how you think it best relates to you, okay? All right, in the past 7 days, I have felt moments of sudden fear, terror, or fright. And so it would be 0 being never, 1 occasional, 2 half the time, 3 most of the time, and 4 all the time.
I would say probably about a 2.
Okay. And then again, in the past 7 days, I have felt anxious, worried, or nervous.
Um, 2.
Okay. Um, I have had thoughts of bad things happening, such as a family tragedy, health issues, loss of a job, or an accident.
0.
Okay. Um, I have felt a racing heart, sweaty, trouble breathing, faint, or shaky.
1.
Okay. What about have you felt tense muscles, feeling on edge, restless, or trouble relaxing or sleeping?
Uh, 1.
Okay. Um, I know we touched base a little bit on this, but what about avoiding or not approaching or entering situations that worry you?
1.
Okay. Um, is there been any situations that you've left early or only participated minimally due to worrying?
1.
Okay. Few more. Have you spent lots of time making decisions, putting off making decisions, or prepping for situations due to being worried?
2.
Okay. And then have you sought reassurance from others due to worrying?
2.
All right. And the last one, have you needed any help coping with your anxiety, with the use of, say, alcohol, medications, utilizing other people, things like that?
1.
Okay. All right. You did great. Thank you for your honesty in that. Um, and then my goal is to use these to just kind of see where you're at from a clinical standpoint with your anxiety, and the best way to go about treating that. And then I'm hoping that we can continue on your goal of talking through some of those anxieties and developing some more coping skills in addition to going outside and walking, if that sounds good.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so next session, that's what we'll work on, and then we will continue to achieve your goals, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, I will see you next week.
Yeah.